Hello friends, in this video we are going to see the questions from age based. So this topic requires knowledge of certain topics like ratio, simple equation, and in some cases percentage as well. So we have covered this topic in our previous videos. Also we have as example seen some questions on age based as well in our topic from ratio. So you can refer the theory from those videos. In this session we are going to just discuss the questions, different questions that they have asked in previous year exams, in various exams. So let's start directly with the questions. So this is the question that they were asked in RBI Grade B. Question is very easy, as you can see. It says ratio of present age of A and B is 6:5. After 10 years, ratio of their ages will be 7:6. Find the difference in their present ages. So we can say A and B. If the ratio of their ages is 6:5, so we can say if A is 6x years old presently, B is going to be 5x years old. These are their present ages. After 10 years, A is going to grow by 10 years. So he will become 6x plus 10 and B will become 5x plus 10. And this ratio is said 7:6. So if the value of this ratio is 7:6, you can just equate these two, or you can do cross multiplication and equate this. This is what we do when we equate the ratio, right? So 6 multiplies with both the terms here. That becomes 36x plus 60 is equal to 7 into 5, that is 35x plus 70. That gets us x is equal to 10. And if x is 10, they are asking what is the difference between these two. So the difference between 6x and 5x being x. So the difference here is going to be 10 years. Difference here is 10 years. Easy. Let's see this. Ratio of the ages of A and B 4 years ago was 4:5. 8 years from now, the ratio of their ages A and B will be 11:13. What is the sum of the present ages? So first of all, because in our exams, we don't have much time to solve these questions, plus the options are available. So if possible, you can go to options and check your answers from the options as a multiples. That means if you know that already ratio of the ages of A and B 4 years ago was 4:5, and ultimately they are talking about the sum. That means the sum of A and B has to be multiple of 4 plus 5, that is 9. Because in the ratio world, A is 4, B is 5, their sum is 9. So actual sum should be multiple of 9. This is what we have seen in the topic ratio. But when? 4 years ago. So whatever their present sum is, because in option they are asking the present sum. From the present sum, if you have to go to the 4 years ago sum, we'll have to subtract 4 for one person and 4 for another person. Both the persons to be reduced by 4, and that will give us 4 years ago sum. And that should be multiple of 9. So all the options, if you subtract 4 and 4, 8 from it, whatever option will give you multiple of 9, because 4 years ago sum should be multiple of 9. So whatever option gives you multiple of 9 by subtracting 8 from it has to be the answer. So 80 minus 8 is 72. That is multiple of 9. So it can be the answer. 96 minus 8 is 88, which is not multiple of 9. So this cannot be the present sum of theirs. 72 minus 8 is 64. That also cannot be the sum because it is not multiple of 9. 76 minus 8 is 68. That again not multiple of 9. So it can't be the answer. This has to be the answer because if present sum is 80, that means 4 years ago sum was 72, which is multiple of 9. But if you want to solve this question by making equation, you can just say A and B. 4 years ago, the ratio was 4:5. That means if A was 4x, B was 5x. But when? 4 years ago. That means presently, A is 4x plus 4. He will increase by 4. And B will also be increased by 4. Presently, B is 5x plus 4. But this ratio is said 8 years from now. So from present, if you go 8 years more, 8 years later, you'll have to add 8 more to this. It will become 4x plus 4 plus 8, that is 12. And this will become 5x plus 12. This ratio is said 11:13. So we can just do cross multiplication. It will be 52 minus 55, that is 3x is equal to 12 into 2, 24. X will be 8. Just solve this. Do the cross multiplication and solve for x. X will be 8. So if x is 8, presently he is going to be 32 plus 4, 36. And presently he is going to be 40 plus 4, 44. And their sum is going to be 80 years. So their present sum is going to be 80. Option number A. Easy. Let's see one more. Ratio of the present ages of Ajay and Vijay 2:3. 4 years ago, the ratio of the ages was 3:5. What is Vijay's present age? So, you know, Vijay's present age has to be multiple of 3, as it is 3 in the word of ratio as present ages. So in option, there is only one option which is multiple of 3. So that has to be the answer. But we'll solve by normal method as well. Presently, Ajay and Vijay, their ages are in the ratio 2:3. So if Ajay is 2x, Vijay has to be 3x in present. Now it said 4 years ago. 4 years ago, Ajay was 2x minus 4. He was 4 years lesser. And he also was 4 years lesser, Vijay. This ratio is said 3:5. So all you have to do is do the cross multiplication. It becomes 10x minus 20 is equal to 9x minus 12. X becomes 8. The value of x is 8. They're asking what is the present age of Vijay. You have to put value of x is equal to 8 here. That is 24. Hence, option number D is the answer. Easy. Let's see one more. One year ago, the ratio of age of A to B was 4:3. The ratio of the respective ages 3 years from now will be 6:5. What is the ratio of respective ages of A and B 9 years from now? So the question is about ratio. So we can just solve this question. A to B, the ratio was 4:3. So if A was 4x, B was 3x. When? 1 year ago. That means presently, A is 1 year more than that. A will be 4x plus 1. B will be 3x plus 1. And 3 years from now, he will increase by 3. So he will become 4x plus 4. He will be increased by 3. He will become 3x plus 4. And that time, the ratio between them is said 6:5. So this ratio is said 6:5. You have to again do the cross multiplication. It becomes 20x plus 20 is equal to 18x plus 24. 2x is 4. X will be equal to 2. So if you put x is equal to 2 here, presently he is going to be 9 years old. And x is equal to 2 here. Presently he is 6 into 2. 3 into 2, 6 plus 1, 7. Presently he is 9, he is 7. But they are asking, what is the ratio 9 years from now? So 9 years from now, he will become 9 plus 9, 18. And he will become 7 plus 9, 16. The ratio is 18 to 16 or 9:8. Option number C. Easy. Let's see one more. Five years ago, the ratio of ages of A to B was 4:5. 5 years hence, the ratio of A to B will be 6:7. If at present C is 10 years younger than B, so similar kind of question. There are 3 people this time. So we can say A to B. 5 years ago, the ratio was 4:5. So if A was 4x, B was 5x. But when? 5 years ago. So presently he is 4x plus 5 and he is 5x plus 5. That is present scenario. Five years hence, he'll again increase by 5. So he will become 5x plus 4x plus 10. He will become 5x plus 10. This is the scenario 5 years hence. At that time, the ratio between these two going to be 6 to 7. Again, doing cross multiplication, we'll get 28x plus 70 is equal to 35x plus 60. Sorry, it is going to be 30x, not 35, it is going to be 30. 6 into 5, 30x plus 60. So that gets us 2x is equal to 10, x will be equal to 5. X is 5. Putting it here, presently he is going to be 25 years old and he is going to be 30 years old. And C is 10 years younger than B. C is going to be 20 years old. So the ratio between A and C presently is going to be 25 is to 20. 5 5s are 5 4s are 5 to 4. Option number B, 5 is to 4. Let's say this one. Ratio of the present age of Rahul and his sister is 3 to 4. Before 10 years, the ratio of their ages was 13 to 10. Similar kind of question. We can say Rahul, sister. Presently, if Rahul is 3x, sister is 4x, this is the present scenario. Before 10 years, the ratio was 13 to 19. What is Rahul's present age? So, you know, whatever Rahul's present age is, if you subtract 10 from it, it has to be multiple of 13. So, even you can just directly mark this because 36 minus 10, 26 is multiple of 13. But you can solve by making equation. Presently, if Rahul is 3x, sister is 4x. 10 years ago, he was 3x minus 10 and she was 4x minus 10. At that time, the ratio between these two was 13 to 19. Again, doing cross multiplication and equating, we'll get 19 3s are 57, 13 4s are 52. So 5x is equal to 6 into 10, 60. X will be equal to 12. So if x is 12, presently Rahul is 12 into 3, 36 years old. Option number A. Easy. Let's say this again, similar kind of question. 10 years ago, the ratio of A to B. So A to B. 10 years ago, ratio was 3 is to 2. So if A was 3x, B was 2x, but when? 10 years ago. So that means presently A will be 3x plus 10 and B will be 2x plus 10. But the ratio is now given after 10 years. After 10 years, he will again increase by 10. So he will become 3x plus 20. He will increase by 10. So he will become 2x plus 20. At that time, the ratio between these two said 5 is to 4. Again, doing cross multiplication, we'll get 4 3s are 12, 5 2s are 10. So 2x is equal to 80 or 20. So x will be equal to 10. If x is 10, presently he is 30 and 10, 40, and he is 20 and 10, 30. So the sum is 40 plus 30, that is 70. Let's see one more. This is similar kind of question. So I'm keeping you this as for the practice. So you can just do this as a practice. It is again similar question. Okay. This is an important, interesting question as it has 4 persons involved. Sum of the present age of A, B, C, D 76. After 7 years, ratio of their ages is 7 is to 6 is to 5 is to 8. So you can say A, B, C, D. After 7 years, if he is 7x, he will be 6x. He will be he will be 5x, he will be 8x. When? After 7 years. So that means presently he will be 7 less than that, 7x minus 7. He will be 6x minus 7. He will be 5x minus 7. And he will be 8x minus 7 presently. The present sum, that means addition of these 4, is said 76. So if you add these all, 13 and 13, 26x should be equal to 76 plus 28. That is 104. This is x. X will be equal to 4. 26 is 4 times. X is equal to 4. So what is C's present age? C's present age, you just have to put x is equal to 4 here. That is 4 into 5, 20 minus 7, 30. Easy. Let's see one more. Ratio of ages of A and B 4 years ago was 5:3. A, B. If A was 5x, B was 3x. When? 4 years ago. That means presently A is 5x plus 4 and B is 3x plus 4. Those are their present ages. Also, there is another person C. Present age is C is equal to present sum of present age of A and B. So sum here is 8x plus 8. So C has to be 8x plus 8 years old. And the sum of all three now, which is 8x plus 8x, 16x plus 8 plus 8, 16, should be equal to 80. So 16x is equal to 64. X will be equal to 4. They are asking what is present age of A. Put x is equal to 4 here. 4 5s of 20, 20 plus 4, 24. So present age of A is going to be 24 years old. Let's see one more such question. 4 years ago, the ratio of A and B was 3:4. A and B. If A was 3x, B was 4x. When? 4 years ago. Average present age of A, B, and C is 26. So that means presently A will be 4 years more than this, that is 3x plus 4. B will be 4 years more than this, that is 4x plus 4. And C is 11 years younger than B. So C is 11 less than this. So if you subtract 11 from it, it will be 4x minus 7. And it said their average is 26. Present average of A, B, and C is 26. That means the sum is going to be 26 into 3, as there are 3 people, which is 78. So sum of these 3 numbers should be 78. That is 4x plus 4x, 8x plus 3x, 11x plus 1 is equal to 78. 11x should be equal to 77. X should be equal to 7. So if x is 7, they're asking what is the present age of B. So just put 7 here. 7 4s are 28 plus 4, 32. So the answer here is going to be 32. Easy. Let's see one more. B's age is 10 years older than A. If the ratio of B's age 11 years hence and C's present age is 3:2. At present, C's age is thrice A's age. What will be age of C after 7 years? Okay, let's see this. B is 10 years older than A. A, B, and C, there are 3 people. If ratio of B's age 11 years hence and C's present age is 3:2. So if B was 3x or B will be 3x 11 years hence and presently C then will be 2x. This is the present age of C because this ratio is set 3:2. So that means presently B is going to be 3x minus 11. Presently C will be 2x because it is its present age. Also, we know B's age is 10 years older than A. So A will be 10 less than this. So A will be 3x minus 21. So they are their ages. C's age is thrice A's age. Thrice of this number should be this number. So 3 times of 3x minus 21 should be equal to 2x. So 9x, 2x, 7x will be equal to 21 into 3, 63. X will be equal to 9. So if x is 9, what will be C's age 7 years after? First, we'll calculate its present age. Present age is going to be 18. 7 years after, is going to be 18 plus 7, 25. 25 years age. Easy. Sum of A's and B's age 6 years ago is 88. So if you say A, B, their sum 6 years ago it was 88. That means the present sum is 88 plus 6 plus 6. Because A will increase by 6, B will be increased by 6. So the present age is going to be 88 plus 12, 100. This is the present sum. A's age 18 years ago is equal to B's age 6 years ago. So if they are their present ages, A's age 18 years ago is equal to B's age 6 years ago. So that means A minus B is equal to 12. And also we just come to know A plus B is equal to 100. So their sum is 100, their difference is 12. Two equation, two variable. We can solve for A by adding these two. 2A is equal to 112. A will be 56. So A's present age is 56. They're asking how much is A 2 years hence. So after 2 years, A will become 58. Option number A. Ratio between ages of father and son at present is 5:3. 4 years hence, the respective ratio of ages of son and his mother will be 1:3. What is the ratio between the present age of? So there are only two ratio given, 3 people involved. So let's see if we can have multiple answers. If multiple answers are there, that means the answer will be cannot be determined. So you can just say, because it says ratio between the ages of father and son at present is 5:3. So you can say father is 5 years old and son is say 3 years old presently. One of the case we are taking because this is the ratio. Don't go into biological part of it. How can a father be 5 years? Just consider because the ratio is 5:3. 4 years hence, ratio between age of son and mother will be 1:3. So after 4 years, son will become 7 years. And at that time, the mother will be 3 times of, that is 21. Mother will be 3 times, that is 21. That means presently, mother is 4 less than this, that is 70. Mother is 70. What is the ratio between the present age of father and the mother? So father to mother presently is 5:17. Of course, that is not there in the option. So you can directly mark cannot be determined. Because this is one of the case. Another case could be if father was say instead of 5 and 3, because this is the ratio. So you can take another figure as well. If you say father is actually 10, son is 6. After 4 years, son will become 10 and mother is 3 times of it. That is 30 because the ratio is 1:3 after 4 years. That means mother presently is 26. In that case, father is to mother, ratio is going to be 5:30. So different answers are there. If you take different values of these ratios, so that means answer is cannot be determined. One answer, single answer is not there. That means you cannot exactly tell what are their ages. Let's see one more. Let's see this. Present age of Rahul is 8 years less than Ritu's present age. That means Ritu and Rahul, the difference between these ages is 8. Also, present age of Ritu is 5 times present age of Rahul. So if you say Rahul and Ritu, Rahul if X, Ritu will be 5X because Ritu is 5 times of Rahul. And we know the difference between these two, that is 5X minus X, which is 4X, is said 8. Because Rahul is 8 years less than Ritu. So difference is 8, X will be equal to 2. So if X is 2, Ritu is going to be 10 years old. Just put X is equal to 2 here. Ritu presently is 10 years old. That is very easy question. Let's see next. Ratio of the father and son's age is 7:4. The product of their ages is 17:92. The ratio of the ages after 6 years will be. So, you know, if the ratio of father to son, if said 7:4, that means if father is 7x years old, son will be 4x years old. And their product is 7 into 4 into x square. That is said 1792. So if you divide this by 7 first, this is 7's 2 times, 14, 39, 7's 5 times, 7 6 times. If you divide it by 4, 4 6 times, 4 4 times. That means x will be equal to 64's root, that is 8. So that means father presently is 8 into 7, 56. Son presently is 8 into 4, 32. But they are asking ratio of the ages 6 years after. 6 years after, father will be 62 and son will be 38. At that time, the ratio will be 62 to 38. That is 31:19. Option number A. Let's see one more. Total ages of A and B and C at present is 90 years. 10 years ago, the ratio was 5:6:1. The present age of B is. So, whatever the present age of B is, if you subtract 10 from it, it should be multiple of 6 because he was 6 in the ratio world 10 years ago. So if you subtract 10 from it, it will be 20. So no. 20 minus 10 is 10. So no. 40 minus 10 is 30, which is multiple of 6. 45 minus 10 is 35. So answer has to be 40. But we'll solve also normal method. We'll say A, B, and C. The ratio is 5:6:1. Means if A is 5x, B is 6x, C is 1x. But when? 10 years ago. That means the present sum or present age of A will be 5x plus 10. B will be 6x plus 10. C 1x plus 10. And the sum of these three numbers, present sum, is said 90. That is 6 and 6. 12x will be equal to 60. X will be equal to 5. So if x is 5, put x is equal to 5 here. No, sorry, here. B's present age is 30. But they are asking the age 10 years ago. Oh, sorry. They are asking present age. This is 10 years ago age of B. So presently B will be 40 years. Easy? Let's see one more. Quantity comparison question. So you have to solve both questions. First, present age of three business colleagues Sumit, Anil and Deepak is in the proportion 5:7:8. 7 years ago, the sum of their ages was 79. So if 7 years ago the sum was 79, for the present sum, you have to add 7, 7, 7 3 times because there are 3 people. Each of them will grow by 7. So total will grow by 7, 7, 7, 21. That means present sum is 100. And ratio of the present sum is 5:7:8. So 100 if we divide in the ratio 5:7:8 between Sumit, Anil and Deepak. So you know how to divide a number into the ratio 5 plus 7 plus 8. 15 plus 5 is 20. This is 20 is 5 times. That means Deepak is 40 years old. So present age of Deepak is 40. Quantity 1 is 40. For quantity 2, we have to solve another question. A daughter's present age is 3/5 age of the mother. So daughter and mother. If I say mother presently is 5x, daughter will be 3x at present. After 7 years, daughter will be 3x plus 7. Mother will be 5x plus 7. At that time, the daughter is 2/3 of the mother's age. That means 5x plus 7's 2/3 should be equal to 3x plus 7. You just have to solve for x first. This is 5x and into 2, 10x. This is 9x. So x will be equal to 14 and 21. The difference is 7. X is equal to 7. They're asking present age of mother. So put x is equal to 7 here. Presently, the mother is going to be 35 years old. So quantity 2 is 35. So quantity 1 was 40, quantity 2 was 35. So we'll mark quantity A greater than quantity 2. Easy? Let's see one last question. Again, it is RBI question, so it is little lengthy but easy. 8 years ago, Purvi's age was equal to sum of present age of a daughter and son. 5 years hence, the respective ratio between the ages of daughter and son at that time will be 7:6. If Purvi's husband is 7 years elder to her and his present age is 3 times the age of son. So there are 4 people involved, lots of information to process. But if you see this simple fact that the daughter and son, the ratio is 7:6, that means the daughter will be multiple of 7. But when? 5 years hence. This ratio is 5 years hence. So 5 years hence, the daughter needs to be multiple of 7. And they are asking what is the present age of daughter. So whatever the present age of daughter is out of these 5 options, if you add 5 to it, because 5 years hence, she will be multiple of 7. So the number should be multiple of 7. 15 plus 5, 20. It is not a multiple of 7, so no. 23 plus 5, 28. It is 7's multiple. 19 plus 5, 24. Not a multiple of 7. 27 plus 5, 32. Not multiple of 7. 13 plus 5, 18. Not multiple of 7. So only this option will give you multiple of 7 by adding 5 to it. That means 5 years hence, she will become multiple of 7. So presently, she could be 23. That is the only option. So that has to be the answer. But if you want to solve it by proper method, we can start our question always with the ratio, because ratio enables you to use only one variable, right? So you can say the daughter and son, the ratio is 7:6, means daughter is 7x, son will be 6x. But when? 5 years hence. So if you say presently, daughter will be 5 less than this and son less than this. 5 less than this. Now we could come to this statement again. 8 years ago, Purvi's age was equal to the sum of the present age. So if you say this sum, the sum is 13x minus 10. This was Purvi's age, but when? It says Purvi's age 8 years ago was equal to the present sum of these two. So this is the present sum of son and daughter. That means this was Purvi's age 8 years ago. So presently, Purvi should be 8 more than this. So if we add 8 to it, it becomes 13x minus 2. Also, we know Purvi's husband is 7 years elder to her. So husband's present age will be 7 more than this. That is 13x plus 5. And also, lastly, we know husband is 3 times the son. 3 times of this number should be equal to this number. 3 times of 6x plus 5 should be equal to 13x plus 5. So that gives us 18x, 13x. 5x is equal to 15 minus 5. That is 10. X will be equal to. Sorry, this is 6x minus 4. Not plus, it is minus 4. So that will be 15 and 5, 20. 5x is equal to 20. X will be equal to 4. So if x is 4, you can just put it here to get the present age of daughter. So 28 minus 5, 23 is the present age of daughter of Purvi. Easy? Okay then. So as I said, topic is easy. If you are good with ratio and simple equation, making equation, you can solve any questions of the ages. It is a good type of the question, in fact. But of course, little practice is required to be comfortable. So thank you for watching this video. Bye-bye. Have a good day.